Hello, myself, Dr. K. W. Pawar, from Department of Botany, R.B. Narayan Rao Borawke College, Sri Rampur. Today, we are going to see the topic from FYBSc class, that is the plant anatomy. And there is the particular topic, that is the internal organization of primary plant body. Internal organization of primary plant body, and from that there is the primary plant body made up from the root, stem, leaf, both in the dicot as well as the monocot. Here today we are going to focus on anatomy of the dicot and monocot root. Anatomy of the dicot and the monocot roots. As we know that there is the particular apical meristem present on the root as well as on the stem portion. It having the dividing potential, and during the course of time there is the division of apical meristem, and as a result there is the primary plant body formation, or what we call it as the primary plant body laid down due to this particular meristematic activity. So, primary plant body in terms of the root, in terms of the shoot, or in terms of the leaves, whatever it may be, we call it as the primary plant body. In case of the dicotyledons, the root system is the taproot system one, and in case of the monocotyledon, the root system is the adventitious root system. About the stem or branching, in case of dicotyledon, we can see there is the branching pattern, and in case of monocot, the stem is unbranched. Then the leaf venations. In case of the dicot, there is the reticulate venation of the leaf, and in case of the particular monocot, there is the parallel venation of the leaf. And this is the major difference in between the particular dicotyledon and the monocotyledon. We can observe it in the particular naked eye, that is the venation, branching pattern, taproot system, and the adventitious root system. So, here there is the primary plant body get formed, and from this today we are going to see the anatomy of the dicot root. For instance, there is the example of the particular Helianthus anus. The plant Helianthus anus, or in a common language, what we call it as the sunflower plant. So, look at here in the particular chart, there is there are the figures on the chart. This one is the sector view of the root, and this one is the ground plane of the root, and this one is the sector view of the root. Sector view consists of the detail of the particular root structure, and this one is the vascular bundle of the particular root. So, the ground plane of the root consists of the three regions, mainly the epidermis, then there is the stele, or what we call endodermal region, and in the between of these, or in between these, there is the cortical region. Okay, then here there is the particular outermost part of the particular ground plane, what we call it as the epiblema, or sometimes it is called as the rhizodermis. Epidermis, or what we call it as the rhizodermis or epiblema. Then there is the particular, on the surface of the root, there is the hairs are present, that particular unicellular hairs are present on above the particular epidermis. Then just below the epidermis or next to the epiblema, there is the particular cortical region. This is the cortical region of the root and it is made up from the particular parenchymatous. We will see detail. Okay, then in center there is the vascular bundle. The vascular bundle, in case of the particular dicot root, there is the vascular bundle is the radial type, or vascular bundle is a radial type, means the xylem and phloem are arranged or present on the different radia, or what we call it is the radial type. Okay, we can now see the detailed structure of the particular root. So this much is the outermost layer of the particular root, what we called it as the epidermis. Epidermis is or epiblema or rhizodermis. This one is the outermost layer and made up from the parenchymatous cell. They are the compactly arranged. There is no intercellular space in the particular cell. So the cells are the particular parenchymatous one and they are the compactly arranged. Then here, just below the epidermis or next to the epidermis, we can see in general in stem there is the hypodermis, but here in case of the root, hypodermis is totally absent or altogether absent. Beside the hypodermis, there is the particular cortical regions are there, or what we called it as the cortex is there. Cortical regions are made up from the parenchymatous cell. They are the loosely arranged cell, so there is the intercellular space is present between the particular cell. So this one is the cortical region. And the particular next to cortical region or endodermis is the last part of this particular cortex, so that what we called it as there is the particular endodermis. Again, endodermis is made up from the particular parenchymatous cell. Cells are barrel shaped. Cells are the barrel shaped. Then cells are again the compactly arranged one. So here there is the, again in dicot, there is the one of the features of the particular root. There is the endodermis having the some cells having the particular Siberian material. There is the Siberian material or the cell made up from the Siberian material, and the Siberian material forms the strip, and that is the particular Casparian strip. Here from this particular protoxylem to this protoxylem, this protoxylem to this protoxylem, and this protoxylem to this protoxylem, the cells are made up from the particular cell, or the cells having the Siberian material and Siberian material from the strip of the cell or strip, what we called it as the Casparian strip. So this particular protoxylem, there is the particular Siberian cells are, Siberian material is absent in the endodermal cell. In this region where there is the protoxylem, there is the absence of Siberian material. Here also. So there is the particular what we called it as the passage cell. This particular cell is called as the passage cell, and this particular passage cell perform the function water transportation through this particular passage cell. This Siberian material cell or the Casparian sheath or Casparian strip or endodermal cell, again they do not allow the particular water. Then there is the stellar region. This particular, here there is the xylem or tetrach, means what? There are the 4 patches of the xylem, and then there are the 4 patches of the phloem. So what we call the xylems are the tetrads. Then the stele is called as the actinostellic protostele, because xylem and the phloem are arranged on the different radii, radial type of the particular vascular bundle. So endoderm is followed by the single layer pericycle. The function of the pericycle, it forms the secondary root, or there is the formation of the particular lateral roots in the particular. Then in the center there is the particular metaxylem. Larger one is the metaxylem and smaller one is the protoxylem. Here the metaxylem toward the center and protoxylem towards the periphery. You can see here larger element of xylem, that is the particular metaxylem, and smaller element of xylem, that is the protoxylem. You can see here there is the particular xylem is endarch type. Xylem is exarch type. Xylem is exarch type because there is the metaxylem toward the particular center and protoxylems toward the particular periphery. You can see here. So the condition of the xylem, what we call it as the exarch type. Then xylem consists of tracheids, vessels. Here there is the xylem parenchyma, here there is the xylem fiber is absent. Then you can see here the vascular bundle. Here there is the protoxylem toward the periphery and metaxylem towards the center. Then there is the particular another radii, or there is the particular phloem. Phloem consists of the sieve cell, sieve tube, and the particular phloem parenchyma. Phloem consists of sieve cell, sieve tube, and phloem parenchyma, and there is the particular centrally there is the particular pith. But in case of the particular dicot root, pith is not well developed as compared to the monocot root. We can easily observe the pith in the particular monocot root, but in dicot root, pith is not fully developed or well developed. Here in this particular two xylem and the phloem, these particular cells and that particular cells, again there is the parenchymatous cell in between the xylem and phloem. Here there are the particular parenchymatous cell between the xylem and the phloem, and that particular cell is called as the conjunctive cell. So this particular conjunctive cell perform the function when there is the particular secondary growth, then there is it performs the function as the cambium. It forms the cambium. So, and in central there is the pith, and that pith is not fully developed. So what we see here, there is the particular epiblema of the root, that is the outermost part of the root. Then there is the loosely arranged parenchymatous cell, what we call it as the particular cortex, then endodermis, then pericycle, xylem and the phloem. So this particular xylem and phloem arrangement, or what we call it as the radial type of the vascular bundle. Okay, then there is the particular this one is the anatomy of the dicot root. Then we now see there is the particular anatomy of the again monocot root or anatomy of the monocot root. This one is the structure of the monocot root. Here you can see both the ground plane and sector view. Okay, here there is again monocot root. For instance, there is the example of the maize root, Jia maize or maize root. So here this is the ground plane, and this ground plane again consists of epiblema, then cortex, then endodermis, pericycle, and again vascular bundle. Or after the endodermis there is the particular stellar region. So epidermis is again the single layer, then cortex is the particular multi-layer cortex is there, then there is the single layer endodermis followed by the single layer pericycle, and in particular stellar region there is the vascular bundle. So we can see here in detail also the anatomically the particular epidermis is made up from the single layer, or what we call it as the particular epiblema, or we call it as the rhizodermis. It having the many unicellular hairs as compared to the dicot stem. In case of the particular monocot stem, there are the many root hairs are present on the outermost portion, what we call it as the epidermis. Then epidermal cell made up from the parenchymatous cell. It is elongated parenchymatous cell and uniserrate parenchymatous cell, and the cells are the compactly arranged. Cells are compactly arranged. So function of this particular epidermis is to protect the particular root or internal part of the particular root. Just below the epidermis again there is the cortical region or cortex, that is again made up from the parenchymatous cell. They are loosely arranged where there is the intercellular space are present. So cells are loosely arranged, that's why there is the intercellular space is present, and the cells is made up from the parenchymatous cells. Then here there is the cortical region followed by the particular endodermis. Again the endodermis is single layered followed by the single layer. This one is the pericycle. Endodermis followed by pericycle. Endodermis are again made up from the barrel shape. They are the compactly arranged, and pericycle is made up from the particular parenchymatous cell. Endodermis is also made up from the parenchymatous cell, and pericycle is made up from the particular parenchymatous cell. Then there is the particular vascular bundles or stellar region. Here you can see here there is the particular stellar region. You can see here the larger element of the xylem, what we call it as the metaxylem, towards the particular center, and smaller element of the xylem towards the particular periphery. So the condition of the xylem is again the exarch type. The condition of xylem is again the exarch type. The xylem consists of tracheids and vessel. Here there is the phloem, and phloem consists of the sieve tube and sieve cell, and there is the particular phloem parenchyma. Sieve tube, sieve cell, and sieve parenchyma, and in center there is the larger pith. The cells are loosely arranged. The parenchymatous cell and the cells are loosely arranged. Larger pith is there as compared to particular monocotyledon, dicotyledon, there is the pith is not well developed, but here in case of the monocotyledon, pith is the fully developed. So what is in internal section? There is the particular epidermis, then cortical region, then there is the particular endodermis followed by the pericycle, and there is the vascular bundle having the exarch or polyarch in nature. Vascular bundle having the exarch and polyarch in nature, and xylem is exarch in the particular nature. So this is all about the anatomy of the dicot root. Then what is the difference between, what major difference in between the dicot and the monocot root? First of all, about the particular pericycle. In case of dicot root, pericycle gives the secondary root and the lateral meristem. In case of dicot root, the pericycle gives the particular secondary root and lateral meristem, but here in case of monocot root, the pericycle gives only the lateral root. Friends, this one is the again important difference about the particular pericycle. Then here I told you vascular bundle in case of dicot, there is a diarch to the exarch. Vascular bundle in case of dicot, there is a diarch to exarch, whereas as told you earlier, the vascular bundle in case of the particular monocot, there is the exarch to the polyarch type of the vascular bundle. Then there is the next difference about the particular cambium. The cambium developed at the particular time of the secondary growth. In case of dicot stem, there is the cambium developed at the time of secondary growth, and here in case of the monocot, there is the cambium is altogether absent. Okay, is it clear? Here in case of dicot, there is a cambium developed at the time of the secondary growth, but in case of monocot, there is the cambium is altogether absent. Then about the particular pith, here there is the in case of dicot, pith is not well developed, but here in case of the monocot, there is the pith is fully developed. Pith is fully developed, made up from the parenchymatous cell. They are loosely arranged. So this is the basic difference in between the dicot and the monocot root. So this is all about the anatomical details of the dicot and monocot root. Thank you.